It was an incredibly fertile time, in the 70s. It's when rock and roll really started to mature as an art form and as a business.
John Scher is one of the best known and respected promoters in the history of rock and roll. For nearly 40 years he has rubbed elbows with rock royalty, promoting acts such as the Rolling Stones, The Who, and Bruce Springsteen. The North Jersey native began booking shows at the tender age of 19, then as the owner of the fabled Capitol Theater in Passaic, New Jersey.
Billy Joel, of course Bruce Springsteen, the Eagles, Jackson Browne, Mountain, it sort of went on and on and on. In June of 1971, the Fillmore East closed in New York. It was the dominant place where rock and roll artists played. I sort of jumped into the breach, found the Capitol Theater in Passaic. It was a big old 3,500 capacity vaudeville theater that was showing porn films. The word spread to the artist community that this was a great place to go play. It sounded great. There were great audiences. Very easy to get to outside of New York. Suddenly the Jersey jokes sort of helped us, didn't hurt us. Sort of the breakthrough at the Capitol was the Rolling Stones, and then next year the Who played the Capitol, both of which were stadium-size acts, and we're not playing 3,000 capacity venues. We didn't realize it, but we were making history. The concert experience actually started when you went on sale at a show, because you went on sale and you went and waited online somewhere. People are online, they get tickets, Yahoo! I got 10th row center, and so it was much more of a communal experience than the whole process is now. Through the 70s, a number of acts got big enough to play arenas, and the Meadowlands Arena became really the first facility of its kind in America, and probably in the world, that was built with putting concerts on as much in mind as putting on basketball games and hockey. I certainly didn't design the building, but all the ideas I had, virtually every single thing, I said this is what you need to attract artists to come. Were built in, and the plan, the dream for everybody was to have Frank Sinatra open the building for one night, and then have Bruce Springsteen play for multiple nights. Bruce said, absolutely, I'm there. And I couldn't get to first base with Sinatra's people. Tried, called, sent telegrams. There were telegrams still. All right? I was getting shut down because some number of years before that, Sinatra had this altercation in Atlantic City. Sinatra swore he'd never play in New Jersey again. I didn't care that there was an arena being opened. He was, until he got apologized to and let back in Atlantic City, he wasn't coming. So Bruce opened up, and it was, joyous. There aren't that many arena headliners anymore. We have an industry that is pretty much eaten its young, and there are very few up-and-coming acts that can fill arenas. There are way more bands and artists than there ever were. A lot of the soul has been taken out of it. I hate some of the corporate things that have happened, and to a large degree I've resisted being part of that. I don't know whether it'll ever come back. I doubt it. But what was happening in the 70s in particular, and maybe the first half of the 80s, I did have this incredible view. There's no question about it.